Hey gamers, it's Roast here with another Realm video. This is take 2 because the first time I recorded this, my mic was muted, so great start. Today I want to talk about the upcoming season and what all we can see on the public testing server right now, the biggest change being the forged materials. If you're new, please subscribe. Only about 5% of you gamers are, and I totally, definitely, absolutely, really, for sure, made a deal with DECA that all my subs get plus 1% wipeback luck confirmed. Also, at the end of today's video is our monthly gold / battle pass giveaway that I will draw near the end of January, so don't miss out on that. First on today's update video are going to be the pet styles. I'll scroll back up to the top. These are very similar to what you've had for characters with the flip books and all that stuff, where you can get the bubble scrollers or light up or glow or whatever. If you're interested in that, they're here. They're okay, but they're nothing game-changing by any means. The big change that I'm very excited about is the forged materials chest. This is something that we've asked DECA about for a long time, and we're finally getting it. So to put it simply, when you go to your vault in the future, so in this next update, probably in like 3 or 4 days, I think is when this is coming out, there'll be a forged materials chest right here. Now, you cannot put items into this, but you can put marks and you can put ores into this, and that's very juicy because that saves a lot of vault space right off the bat for all the marks you want. You get those marks and the ores the same way you always get them, but now, in addition to holding marks and ores here, you can store materials in the blacksmith, and this is huge because so much of my vault space is taken up by just random items that I'm keeping in case I want to disenchant to make something down the line. And now I can just get rid of them. I can, if I'm saving up for the sprite, food, planeswalker cloak, whatever thing, as I get the items, I can just go here, dismantle it. It costs a little bit of forge fire, but then the materials just go in here and they're there. It's great. This system is a little buggy right now, so be careful when you're using it on live. But this is super useful because it saves a bunch of vault space, and it's just going to make my life a million times easier. I'm going to be primarily using this to dismantle cheap UTs I won't use for forging pet food, and then for storing marks like the sprite mark, all the Godlands dungeon marks, and then the Exalt marks, and then the TK marks to turn in for the daily missions. But yeah, this is great. I'm really excited about this. This is probably one of the better changes DECA's made in a while because we've wanted it for a long time. And these are pretty significant storage thresholds, so as long as they stay like this, you won't need to buy an expander or anything for a minute, I don't think. We'll see. The important thing that I don't want to forget is that if you do dismantle Exalt UTs like the Hivemind Mace I have right here, right now you need to be careful because once you dismantle it, it turns into just materials. It no longer counts as your one hive item or one nest item, right? Because for certain forges from Exalt dungeons, you need a number of items from that dungeon, and if you take an item that's from a dungeon and dismantle it, it no longer will count as a from that dungeon. You don't get a token or anything to account for that, so just a heads up with that. Besides that, this is a really huge, awesome change. Next, we have the battle pass and the missions. The battle pass I couldn't find when I loaded up into testing. Like, I just go in the Nexus and it just says coming soon, so that's a little bit of a bummer. But in terms of missions, they're pretty similar to what we had for Christmas. Obviously, we don't have the Christmas themed missions anymore, but it's very similar layout, very similar format, slightly less battle pass XP, and the only real problem is that on the Christmas pass, the Oryx and Realm closing missions are all, you can do them all at the same time, so you can get progress. You can get progress on the closing 01 and 02 in one Realm clearing, which is nice, and end 03 if you did it on that first one. But in the new battle pass, you have to close the realm 10 times, and then you have to kill 01 10 times, and then you have to kill 02 7 times, and then finally, after you've closed the realm 27 times already, at least, then you can kill 03 5 times for the vault expansion. I think all the rewards for most of the quests are pretty similar. Like I said, the battle pass XP is a little lower, but the passes the missions are overall about the same, so that's fine. The last thing that I want to talk to you guys before I get to the golden battle pass giveaway is the new Crucible. And for most of us, it sucks. I'm sorry. That's because it gets rid of your pet with the benefit of +4 to all your stats and then 50 HP and 50 MP. For most of us, myself, I'm talking about myself, I rely too heavily on my pet. And so this Omni Ring of Stats, while it is nice, it's just not going to be worth it in any shape, form, or fashion. The only way that it is worth it is if you are a true gamer Giga Chad and you are trying to do specifically the petless Moonlight Village hard mode for the double loot drop at the end. This is amazing. You're gonna love this, because when you do Moonlight Village in hard mode, all that happens is you have permanent pet stasis, so you can't use your pet. So with this, you're going to get extra healing, extra damage, extra speed, everything extra, and most importantly, extra max HP. This is awesome. I haven't looked at how this combines with enchants and stuff, but this is really, really good if you're trying to do petless Moonlight Village or any other petless things, but Moonlight Village is the first thing that pops to mind because of the loot bag specifically. So if you're going to try that, best of luck, but I'm probably not going to do the Crucible too much because I like having my pet and being able to heal a bunch of HP every second. So, last but not least, we have the monthly giveaway. If you're new and you don't know how this works, it's pretty simple. You'll comment below with your IGN, whether you want gold or the battle pass, and then your thoughts on this update. And at the end of the month, and near the end of January, I'll draw names to see who wins 1,000 gold or a battle pass. You'll format it like this: IGN, roast beef, realm gold. I can't wait to try petless Moonlight Village. Best of luck on that. If you're worried about competing with others, don't worry about 1 for 1. Like, it's not going to be like 4 gold winners, 2 battle pass. Just say what you want to win. I'll draw 4 to 6 names at the end of the month, and then I'll give out either 1,000 gold or a battle pass. And hopefully DECA gets those out quickly. For Christmas time, they've been kind of slow. So I'm going to try and draw this by like the 20th or 25th. And ideally, it gets sent out in the first week of February. As always though, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Remember to subscribe here or on Patreon if you really want to support me. That link's in the description below. And thank you to my current patrons. But until next time, keep it beefy, boys.